Hi fans of high quality entertainment. I'm recording in my bedroom because I have my air conditioner on, and so in the living room it's a bit on the noisy side. So I have the door closed and I'm in my bedroom, in case you're wondering what's going on. You know, when I'm on the internet and I like looking at different lists from people and people's opinions, just like your opinion. That's why I ask for comments in my videos below. And so I was looking at some other people's opinions of what they consider the Beatles' top 10 worst songs. Sometimes I disagree, sometimes I don't. But that being said, you know, I have done a couple of top 10 lists on this channel. One was a joke video with some of their most popular songs, like Here Comes the Sun. And some people got the joke and some people didn't, but it's just for fun. And the other one was more serious, and it included cover versions, even though some people say those aren't Beatles songs, they're cover songs. But the Beatles recorded them, so I consider them Beatles songs. And but even that serious top 10 worst Beatles song list, I really like, or probably love, all 10 of the songs. But this guy, I don't think he loves these songs or even likes them. And like I said, some of them were like, oh yeah, I can, you know, it's kind of typical. And then other songs, I was completely jaw-dropping what he doesn't like. But like I said, I have to respect his opinion, even though I don't understand why he would not like these songs. So he has in number 10th spot, like I said, it's not a big surprise, Obladi Oblada, which I think is a great song. And he says, John Lennon reportedly dismissed McCartney's White Album clanker as, and I'm going to swear by the way, just letting you know, in case there's little children running around. Get them out of the room. Lennon reportedly dismissed McCartney's White Album clanker as granny music shit, and he was being generous. From the opening Teeth on Edge piano intro, it's a nagging, plinky plonk, cod reggae, monstrosity. From the opening Teeth on Edge piano intro, it's a nagging, plinky plonk, cod reggae monstrosity, like a rejected jingle for a shelved Lun Poly ad. I don't even know what that means. And the most infuriating thing is that your 4-year-old keeps asking for it instead of A Day in the Life. Yeah, that would make sense. A young child would love Obladi Oblada or Yellow Submarine and would probably be scared of A Day in the Life, especially the orchestra building. So that would make sense. The Beatles wrote music for everyone. But like I said, if this person doesn't like the song, and supposedly John Lennon didn't and George Harrison didn't, or maybe even Ringo Starr, I'm not sure, but I love the song. Number 9, this is when my jaw hit the floor 3 times in a row. He has it number 9, number 9, number 9. No, not Revolution, number 9. I Want You, She's So Heavy. It's one of my all-time favorite Beatles songs. He says, Side 1 of Abbey Road hits the skids with this pointless stinker, which alternates between a turgid, descending riff that should never have made it past sound check and the most coma-inducing of blues jams. It finally wraps up a full 8 minutes later. You'll snap back to consciousness to find you've drooled down your front. Yeah, many times listening to that song, I've drooled down my front with amazement at how good it is. Number 8. And once again, I'm not surprised by this, but it's kind of, some Beatles songs are just little ditties, or they're not fully songs, or not meant to be fully songs, like Maggie May. And I think, it's just part of one of the Beatles jams, and then Phil Spector took it and put it on Let It Be. And I don't mind it being on Let It Be. It's a fun little ditty. But he says, the Let It Be sessions dripped with venom, but there's a chink of misguided bonhomie on this mucky scouse knees up. The fruity jangle grinds to an abrupt halt after 39 seconds, as if the Fabs have suddenly realized how history will judge it. And they were just goofing off and having fun, and I enjoyed, those little snippets on the original Let It Be, with John Lennon joking around and saying crazy things. And Maggie May might not be the greatest song, but it's enjoyable. Number 7, once again, I can see people's points with this song, but I just personally love it. Wild Honey Pie. Let's see what he says. With his bandmates away, a heel-kicking McCartney knocked out this screechy head-scratcher. By rights, it should have been buried deep in the vaults. Blamed the cloth-eared Pattie Boyd, who inexplicitly convinced Macca it deserved a spot on the White Album track listing. Thank you, Pattie Boyd. I love the song. Is it the greatest Beatles song? Of course it isn't, but like Paul McCartney said, it's the White Album, a double disc with all kinds of crazy stuff in it, and a lot of great songs too. Number 6, once again, I can see it being at the bottom for some people, but not for me. Blue Jay Way. Let's see what he says about this. The premise was hardly thrilling. A jet-lagged Harrison birthed the song while waiting for his publicist to arrive in LA, and the resulting psych swirl was like listening to paint dry. I actually like the sound of paint dry. Please don't be long, please don't you be very long, moans the vocal, pretty much echoing the listener's sentiments exactly. That was a funny one, but I love the song. Number 5. He's picking on poor George Harrison again. And this one, I don't think most Beatles fans would have this in the top 10 worst Beatles song list. Within You, Without You. Let's see what he says about this. Speaking of Harrison misfires, let's not forget the bottom of Sgt. Pepper's slack mid-section. See also Being for the Benefit of Mr. Kite and When I'm 64. I know. Those 3 songs in a row, they really dragged Sgt. Pepper right down. A drowsy, incense wafting drone with lyrics apparently written by a third-rate life coach. It evokes the feeling of waiting for a takeaway in hell. Number 4, once again. Rocky Raccoon. I could happily take a chainsaw to the White Album, and this fox redneck doodle would be amongst the first candidates for the chop. Neither funny or experimental, memorable or melodic, this lazy McCartney pen strum should have stayed in Rickakesh, with even George Martin admitting it was filler to satisfy the release's double format. It's a great song. For me. Number 3 is not much of a shocker. I'm surprised it's not number 1 actually. Revolution number 9. I love it, but like I said, I can understand people hating it and having it at the bottom. A piano tinkles. A cut glass disembodied voice burbles a repeated number 9. Tape loops swim and swirl. I know, isn't that cool? An orchestra tunes up. A fire crackles. That part was freaky. For years I squinted for greatness in Revolution 9. What does it all mean? Now I'm at peace with it. I don't give a shit what it means. I just want it to stop. Oh, I actually forgot. This guy definitely does not like George Harrison too much. Number 2. Maybe it's not top tier Beatles or even George Harrison, but I love the song myself. Piggies. He has it at number 2. It inspired a killing spree. Charles Manson's followers notoriously dabbing pig on the front door of actress Sharon Tate's house in August 1969, having slaughtered all within. But amazingly, that's not even the worst thing about piggies. That's pretty pathetic to even say that. For penning this twee harpsichord, how do you say that? Some words I just can't pronounce, and I'm okay with it. I'm not a perfect person. You have your issues, I have mine. I have issues of pronouncing some words that I really don't say that often in my life. And you can laugh at me, that's okay. We're going to have a top 10 Canadian Studmuffin mispronounces words list someday. So let's skip that word. I can laugh at myself too. Let's try that again. I'll struggle through it. For penning this twee harpsichord, is it harpsichord? Driven, clangingly obvious discourse on consumerism. It's Harrison who deserves the damn good whacking. Yeah, it's actually pathetic that he would even bring up Charles Manson as if George Harrison had anything to do with that idiot, and the Manson family. And like he says, amazingly, that's not even the worst thing about piggies. Oh no, there's worse things than a bunch of murders of innocent people. I'm starting to get mad. Number 1, I want to take my time with. Guess what it is? Seriously, you won't believe it. Believe it or not, it's not a song written by George Harrison or John Lennon or sung by Ringo Starr. It's a Paul McCartney song that he sang. The number 1 worst Beatles song is, according to, I don't even care what his name is now, forget it, getting me mad. His number 1 worst Beatles song is, of course, Yesterday. Let's see what the asshole says about Yesterday. I told you there's some swearing in this video. Yeah, I know the official line. Yesterday is a tender, stately, much-loved all-time classic that perfectly articulates the passing of time. But is it really? Because after enduring the Help original for over half a century, not to mention the 2,000 plus cover versions, all I hear is a sickly, mawkish, I don't know that word, I can't pronounce that word either. Ubiguitous. Ambiguous? Unflushable turd I can say easily. That just rolls off of my tongue. Unflushable turd. And I don't even say that often, but I can pronounce it good. And what really sticks in my craw is that back in 2012, the BBC calculated that Yesterday had generated some 19.5 million in royalty payments. Pounds, 19.5 million pounds in royalty payments. Give me the Frog Chorus any day. And that's the thing. I consider Yesterday one of the Beatles' best songs, and written by a very young Paul McCartney. So the words from in his young mid-20s, I believe, when he wrote them, they might be a little on the simple side, but they connect with a lot of people, and it's a beautiful song. And then he brings up all these cover versions and all that. And maybe it's overplayed on the radio. I haven't really heard it on the radio that much myself, so I'm not tired of it. But even if it's overplayed, blah, 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 and made all this money, royalty payments, who cares? A great song is a great song. Yeah, I'm just lost for words now myself. But it just, I guess my point for doing this is that everybody has an opinion. And for instance, this guy, I could say to him, he's wrong. But that being said, it's his opinion. So he can't be wrong with his very own opinion of what he likes and doesn't like. I can't go up to him and say, you're wrong. But at the end of the day, within myself, I know that all of those are, for the most part, they're all great songs. Even Maggie May or ditties. And so I can't, when I first read that, it's like I get kind of, just like other Beatles fans, you get kind of mad seeing I Want You, She's So Heavy, and then Yesterday on the list, and 3 George Harrison songs. It's like, you kind of do get a little upset about it, but then at the end of the day, it's like, who cares what this guy thinks? Let him think that, and go on with your life. And that's my lecture for today. Thank you for watching. I'd still love your opinion. And even some of you, out there, you might agree with him on some songs like Obla-Dee Obla-Da. I don't know, even Yesterday. Maybe it's a song that you hate by the Beatles, but like I said, everybody's got an opinion, and everybody's got a... Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye.